Never stop quoting Austin Powers, promise me. I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing, which will be never, because it's one of the funniest movies ever made, obviously. Can I tell you, last night I was looking for something to watch on Netflix, a little service you might have heard of. I typed LA Confidential into the search bar because I wanted to see movies that were like LA Confidential, and it was like, boom, Pulp Fiction, Django Unchained, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, The Shawshank Redemption, number 6, Austin Powers 2, The Spy Who Shagged Me. I couldn't for the life of me figure it out why that would be in the top 5 or 6 movies related to LA Confidential. I don't think they have any overlap in cast. Both 90s? They're not even 90s, honestly, because LA Confidential is from like the 90s. Spy Who Shagged Me is from the year 2000 even. Maybe 2001. It's because it knew you wanted to watch it. Well, they thought they were so smart. You know what I did? I just watched LA Confidential instead. Instead of looking for a movie like LA Confidential, I said, why go to the facsimile when you could just go to the source? Is Spacey uncanceled? No, probably never. I don't think you can come back from what Kevin Spacey's been credibly accused of doing. But I think that you can watch movies where he plays a bad person. Because then you're like, I don't like this guy. Detective Jack Vincennes, who toes the line between the law but also his own personal glory. We don't like him. And luckily, it's true, he did play a scumbag in like almost all of his movies. I'm sad he was in Moon. I love that movie. Listen. I don't think, maybe people will disagree with this, and that's fine, but hopefully they recognize that I'm, not trying to be a bad person when I say this. Just because he's a bad person, I don't think that means you should be punished by having to, like, rethink how you feel about your favorite movie of all time. You don't have to be, like, beating the drum online for his innocence or something like that, but if the movie's good, it's good. And, like, he didn't make the movie. Like, I'm not trying to diminish the role of an actor, but, like, he didn't write it. He didn't direct it. He's not even the star. He's a supporting member of the cast who's, it's his voice. And then, even when, like, a movie is driven by a single auteur, it's still an ensemble effort, It takes a village to raise a film. Like, Woody Allen's kind of a different story, okay? Like, when you watch Manhattan, you're like, this is a Woody Allen movie, and Woody Allen is the star. Woody Allen wrote and directed it, and Woody Allen's character is dating a 16-year-old girl in the movie. So you're like, maybe you can recognize, like, in half of your brain that, like, this is a good piece of cinema, but then there's another part of your brain that's like, really, man? Really? But as far as like an actor being in a movie that you like and then the actor gets canceled, I mean, it's like, you can still watch Baby Driver as far as I'm concerned. I don't think it makes you a bad person. Quentin Tarantino with Selma Hayek's foot in his mouth. 2 things. 2 consenting adults. Secondly, who could blame him? I'm not going to be mad at Quentin Tarantino. I'm not going to cancel him because he's living my dream life. Are you crazy? Can't cancel the guy for having a foot fetish. You know why? Because then we would have to cancel Bob Odenkirk. And nobody's willing to do that. So that's where we're drawing the line. Bob Odenkirk doesn't pay actors to indulge it. People, I don't know what happened to society. When I was younger, we used to make fun of Quentin Tarantino for his foot fetish. But at some point, around like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the window changed, and now people are like, Quentin Tarantino having a foot fetish is not okay somehow. I don't understand what happened. He's just kind of a weird dude. If anything, Quentin Tarantino should be canceled for putting himself in like every single one of his movies when that motherfucker cannot act. No disrespect. Like, he can't act. I think that there's a case to be made that, like, I don't know, let's just try. I mean, maybe this gives us an extra attack somewhere down the line. I'll give it a shot. Ooh. he gets to put himself in his movies because he directed them. I think, like, who's gonna tell him no, right? That being said, that motherfucker back there is not real when it comes to his acting.